Good morning, John Hughes here, back with Thrifty Thursday and a whole bunch of ideas of how to save money. So let's talk. The economy is getting tough for a lot of people, and I thought we've got the holidays coming up. We all want to give out gifts, and what a better way to give something from your heart, perhaps something you've made or something that's important to you. So my frugal Midwestern Scandinavian mind woke me up at 3 in the morning, and I wrote up a list of different ideas of things that you can come up with that may mean a lot more and may send a signal, hey, I was thinking about you, rather than just sending a gift card or something, or having to go hunt for a gift or whatever, making it. Okay, so here we go. From the top, just random brainstorm, some bunch of ideas to, help spur your creative juices, ways to save money, give of yourself, let someone else know that you're thinking of them, and really from the heart. So how about pet coasters? Take pictures of important pets, put them on some sort of material, shellac them or whatever, and you can put your drinks on it. Make candles. How about use books or clothes and pass those on, or tools. Grow a plant or a tree. Maybe plant one together with a grandchild, like a baby tree, and watch it grow through the rest of his life, and he can say, wow, I did that with my grandpa. Or start a plant or a tree and then give it and teach someone how to grow it. Write a poem about something important to you, maybe what that person means to you. Pictures. Obviously, pictures are hugely important. It could be a framed picture or what have you. And different things that you can make. My mom and dad, years ago, when they were young and didn't have a lot of money, they made a bunch of stuff. So how about quilting, crocheting, macrame, sewing? Maybe invent a game, a board game or a dice game or a card game or something to share. How about making glasses out of wine bottles, liquor bottles, Coke bottles? Figure out how to cut glass and sand it and make a matching set of a bunch of glasses. Candles, I think I already said. Make a cutting board out of some sort of material. And really, you can get really creative and inventive. Old stuff you've just got laying around. It could be wood, it could be plastic, it could be whatever. You figure that out. How about making pillows, right? Stuffing them with old clothes, old socks, feather downs, things like that. But making a pillow. Obviously, some of these gifts will require picking up a new skill of tool working, sewing, gluing, stitching, cutting, using a tool. So let's see. How about engraving? What came to my head was like a piece of wood, and you get a Dremel or a tool and write a proverb or a saying or something on it, and then shellac over it, and someone can hang that on their wall. Sketches. If you've got some artistry in you, you could sketch something. Photography in general, taking beautiful scenes of the family or of scenery or what have you. How about making homemade wine or beer or moonshine and giving that as a gift? Any kind of woodworking is great. I've built a lot of furniture in our house. I love to, build it, and it's useful. It's sturdy, it's heavy, and it'll last forever, and we can pass that on, and someone can maybe someday say, my grandpa, great-grandpa made this for our family. How about refurbishing mirrors? You could take different mirrors, you can change the frame, you can cut different shapes, you could trace a state that someone was born in or an animal figure or something. Make lamps. You can make lamps out of a lot of different things. You can buy wire, you can buy the little thing that the bulb screws into. You can refurbish the lampshade thing that you put on top of it. Making soaps. Learn how to make soaps. That can be a real useful talent, if you can't find soap someday because the economy goes sideways. How about making snack mixes? My grandma used to make that, Chex Mix and peanuts and seeds and noise. And if I have to jump forward, it's because it's windy out here, and stop my camera from falling. Making canned jams or foods. My grandma used to make strawberry preserves, And you could do that with just about anything can be preserved, from meats to fruits to vegetables to pickles. Watermelon pickles sounds atrocious, but she used to make that. How about making tie-dye shirts? That could be a lot of fun. A lot of these gifts can be made together and you can have fun doing it. How about bags from old clothes? I remember seeing purses made out of like old jeans. Don't know exactly how to do it, but get creative, think about it. You know, you can like cut a pant leg, sew the bottom, and now you've got a pouch of some kind. You could put a strap from another piece of the denim, and now you've got a cool bag. You could hang fringe on it. Massage implement. I thought about this. If you took a bunch of old golf balls and put them in some sort of bag, right? Seal it up, make it attractive, whatever. You could put it on the floor and roll your feet on it to massage, or you could lay down on top of it and roll and massage your back. How about walking sticks? Cool branches, you know, to have for when you're out walking. Family heirlooms of any kind and the significance and the importance of that. I've got an old spinning wheel that my grandma, my mom's grandma or great-grandma had brought from Norway, and I have it at my house, and it's got a little sticker on it that talks about where it came from and how it was made, and it was actually handmade, and they used to spin wool on it. And that's kind of cool, you know, a piece of antiquity and our heritage in our house. Let's see. Some of this I can't really read. Fix up an old bicycle, refurbish it, and give that to a child. We don't have to buy all shiny, brand new stuff. A lot of times these old things mean stuff. Reuse oil. What did I mean by that? If you change the oil in your car, that oil can be used for the oil in a lawnmower, in a chainsaw. You can grease sliding doors, things like that, rather than waste it. How about taking pieces of carpet, big carpet, and cutting it into smaller ones to make bath mats, doormats, things like that. Seeds from your garden can be very valuable. If you've got good fruits and vegetables and things that are growing, pack them up and give those away as a gift, maybe with instructions how to grow it, how to preserve it, how to eat it, how to cook with it. Write a book of how to do something, like recipes, family recipes. Again, going back to my family, my mom used to make a tuna noodle hot dish, a casserole, and she would bake it whatever. And I've taken it and I've played with it and I've made it into a meal. I use hamburger or turkey meat, and then I have since passed that on to my young sons that are in or out of college now, and they have a meal that they can easily cook. And so that's 3 generations. That's kind of neat. Other things of how to do, how to garden, write a book about your family history. We've got one of those. It goes all the way back to the Viking times. It's pretty cool. Picture frames. You can make picture frames. A lot of woodworking stuff is fun. How about making placemats out of construction paper, out of fabric? You can take them and you can laminate them, and you could put pictures in them. You could put drawings in them. You could take something that your grandchild gave you and laminate it, and now you've got it forever. You could give it back to them and say, you gave this to me when I used to hang it on the refrigerator and stuff. Paperweights. Anything can be a paperweight, but having it in front of someone, weighing down the paper, and they'll be looking at it and thinking of you. Anything that you can do with whittling, carving, molding, sculpting, creating something to give from your heart. And it really sends the message, I was thinking about you when this came into being. How about fishing lures? That's a cool hobby. A lot of people make their own fishing lures. Used books that were important to you somehow in your life. Pass those on and share how it changed your life and why it's important and how it can change the life of another person. Right? And pants into shorts, right? Maybe you can refurbish something and make it into a new useful piece of clothing. Golf clubs. You could probably make a lot of different tools. A grabber tool, a farm implement, like a gardening implement, a walking stick. If you live like I do in an area where there's palm fronds, learn how to basket weave, make something, hats or animals or something out of palm fronds, and pass that on. Door stops. anything can really be made into a doorstop, right? And again, every time they walk by it, they'll think of you there. Breeze stoppers. Now I live down south where it's hotter more often than it's cold, but I know up north where you've got that breeze going under the door. A lot of people have like a long thing. You could maybe make it out of socks or who knows what, and you put stuff in it and you put it in the door, and then the breeze won't blow the draft, like a draft blocker, I guess you'd call it. How about wind chimes? You can hang stuff from fishing string, yarn. It could be shells or bottles or glass or metal or whatever, and a hanging charm. Every time you hear it, you think, oh yeah, Grandma gave me that wind chime. A lesson of something that you know how to do, like a sport or a hobby, or like teach a grandchild how to shoot a rifle and then give them a rifle that's been in the family for a long time. Holiday decorations, making little things to put on the table, or arrangements or flower arrangements, anything out of paper mache. Learn how to make a decorative box for jewelry and things like that. And how about this? Make a sled from old skis. Again, if you live up north, that could be a lot of fun. And how about making a swing from an old tire? So that was just a bunch of random ideas of things you can make and share, let someone know that they were thinking about you, save some money on holidays and gift giving times, and have a wonderful Thursday, a happy holiday season, and I thank you for joining in. Save that money. Bye-bye.